Hey guys, so I'm back with another episode of Somali Women in Business, and today I'm really excited to go meet this young individual who the last time I met her did not speak Somali. So how she managed to run a fully functioning beauty business, skincare line, we're about to find out. Join me. And yeah, I think I'm getting a makeover in the process, so let me know what you think afterwards. Before, and I'll show you after. Team Natural, because her beauty brand is all about keeping the natural color of the beautiful African woman. And to be honest, that's really hard to do because everything is about skin bleaching. So we're gonna have a good chat, a nice conversation with Suad, the founder of African Nature. Okay, wow, I feel like I have a filter on. Wow. Okay, before and after, guys, come on. How good is this natural? MashaAllah. Hoi, kagana kawan. Hi.
Suad, I'm so happy right now. Like, I did not expect this look. I don't wear makeup often, so you really impressed me.
I'm so happy. Honestly, I'm really happy that I even got you to try that red lipstick because that color is so beautiful on you.
You have a full passion for this.
I do.
But when I met you 3 years ago, you did not speak Somali.
Yeah.
Now, 3 years later, you have a fully functioning beauty company.
When I first came, yeah, you're right. I had not even a lick. I could understand, could not speak. Yeah, it was bad.
How did you push through to start a company knowing that you didn't, like, how does one even think, I don't speak the language, but I'm going to be successful?
Well, I've been blessed because just like how your mom came here first and then you kind of came into it, for me, my mom came here first. She's been doing this for a while, kind of on and off, and they kind of, my parents, when I came here just to visit, it was supposed to be 3 weeks, they're like, just try it, just check it out, see if something will come up for you, if you get excited about it. Okay, let's give it a chance. I got here, the first few weeks was secluded. I would send my little sisters to go and talk to people. They barely knew Somali, but they're doing better than me.
Yeah.
And after a while, I just started to love everything. It's that kind of like honeymoon phase. I like love at first sight. When you come in, everything's new. Everybody looks like you. You understand people's passions, what they're thinking, even though our mindset is a little different. There's certain things that you kind of connect with, and that's what got me excited about learning the language, getting it reintroduced to our daan, because I was not Somali.
Yeah. We're pretty far removed, like being in Canada, so.
Yeah. But the place kind of pulls you in.
Yeah.
You just have to give it a little bit of time, and that's kind of what got me into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You told me something really funny when you were starting the consultations and just starting with your brand.
Yeah.
You would get mom to send you voice notes in Somali.
Yeah. I mean, like, by that point, I kind of learned a few words, and I would repeat the same things, especially because at the beginning, I was trying to bring a lot of people to come to me and talk to me.
Right.
So I had some phrases that I learned. Every once in a while, someone will kind of just throw you some kind of like a hardball. I'm like, I don't know how to respond to you. Mom, can you explain this? And then she'll kind of record that voicemail, and I would repeat it to the person. I'll send it to them on WhatsApp if they call me on WhatsApp, or I would try to memorize it and try to understand how can I say it that's comfortable for me.
Yeah.
And then also the person can understand me, because that was hard for a little while too.
Okay. That's like a whole different lesson plan through WhatsApp.
Yeah, so honestly, WhatsApp, I learned a lot of Somali from the writing, from leaving voice notes, because at the beginning I used to translate everything with Google Translate.
Right.
But our Somali and the Somali on Google Translate is not the same. It's nowhere near. So after a while, what I used to do was, with my understanding of our Somali, like Northern Somali, what I started to do is use that knowledge to use the translate and kind of mix them together. And after a while, alhamdulillah, I don't need it anymore. Yeah.
You got all the technical terms, finanka, midabka.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one word that was hard for me. Midmado, like may haraha kamaan hadlay, waxaan ka hadlay markuu finanka kaa bao, midmadowga kugu reebo, kaasoo kale ay dadka badan leeyihiin, waxaasan doonin inaan dadka baro. inuu wax fudud yahay wax kaa ba'aya markaa madmadow ma garanaya ka yeah, just something about that word was really hard for me. So after all, I'm like, Mom, look at my mouth. Madmadow, is that right? And she's like, yeah, you got it.
So this is supportive mom at the backbone of all of this.
Oh, my mom was my cheerleader. She's like, you have to. And my grandma. Because I was living with my grandma for about a year and 4 months.
Okay.
She was the one who taught me my Somali. My proper Somali. She'd be like, come sit beside me. I'll sit beside her and then she'll just tell me about my life. Because I don't remember much from when I was young. So she'll be like telling me what she remembers from my childhood. Okay, so what about this? And that conversation got me into conversational Somali. And that's why it was, sometimes it's easy for me to kind of just switch to Somali because I've just learned so much from her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It helped a lot.
سؤالك ويديني ده
Okay.
maxaad caqabado kala kulantay markaad timid ha noqoto la dhaqanka dadka ha noqoto sida yihiin yahay
horta marka ugu horeysay waxay igu adkaa waxaan ka baqi jiray inay dadka waxaan islahaa kulli afkii ma garanayso dadka waxay isleeyihiin afkii ma garanayso markaa wax baad ka heli kartaa ama qiimaha ayaad ku oran kartaa may walaal qiimaha ma fiicna qiimaha kuma qaadi karo right marka waxay habluba igu oran jiray walaal waxaan ku heli karaa $3 okay okay waan fahmay laakiin walaal intaasaan ku iibinaa hey walaal laakiin that's it the hardest thing for me at the beginning was
دفاعس.
yeah marka la baayacayo ha welina ma karayo suuqa markaan tago wax iibsanayo qiimaha la ii sheego ayaan ku iibsanay it is the hardest thing dadka ii imanayay iyo markaan wax iibsanayo I don't know why dadka waxay oranayaan maalin dhaweed waxaan iibsanayay bun kan la soloolo meel kale waxaan ku helay 60,000 anigana waxa la igu yidhi 50,000 I was like okay that's a perfect price I went to my aunt Helen waxay tiri Suad afartan baad ku heli lahayd maxaad ii sheegi weyday afartana 60 baan mar hore ku iibsaday markana 50 baan ku helay 50kaasaan ku faraxsanaa and then she's like no you could have gotten it for 40,000
burganka always burgan
I feel guilty for the person for some reason. I don't know if it's an idea or something that's stuck in us, but just that fear of inantan dibadii ka timid. Exactly, right? Waxaasan ka baqaa. Imika alxamdulillah sidii hore ma yihi. Imika keligay baan baxaa. Markii hore qofun baa ayaan ka haysan jiray. Qofka ay raac meeshaasan tagay waxaasan u baahanahay qiimaha intaasun baa lacag u hayaa. aduu la hadlo markaasaan dib istaaga saan u daawadaa bodyguard oo kale maqlaa hadalkii oo dhan waa wada fahmaya laakiin I can't say waxaan ka baqay inaan hadlo waa la ogaan karaa inaan dibadda ka yimi but now alhamdulillah keligay baan baxaa I just go into with my hard face and I know exactly what I need intaasaan ku odhanaya okay even if a person knows that you're from somewhere else that fear shouldn't hold you back because if you know what you need and you can say the words that you need to say, you shouldn't have any issues. And it took me a year to get over that fear. But yeah.
When it comes to business, wow, that's a hard word for me. Go ahead.
I've never even had that.
wax aad kala kulantay businesskaaga wax caqabadaad kala kulantay ma jira
Business specifically.
Yeah. So anaa dukaanka ka shaqayn jiray hablo baan u yeedhin jiray dadkii baa hargeysa oo dhan igu iman jiray dukaanka markaasaa makeup yar u mariyaa ama waan la sheekaysan jiray laakiin dukaanka inta la fadhiyayo waqti bay kaa qaadanaysaa right anigoo jecel inaan dadka la hadlo waxaan u baahnaa qof ii jooga marka dhowr bilood ayaan qof daydayay hablahii family baan weydiiyey cidna imay fadhiin karin dukaanka then no one could come waxaan weydiistay dadka jaarkeena ayaan weydiistay may joogaan qof dhowr saacadood dukaanka iyo hayn karaa nobody hablaba ii iman jiray markaasay oran jireen walaala $150 intaasba ku shaqayn karaa wax ka yar kuma shaqayn karo my business is few walaalo I can't hey and everywhere you try to go one girl I had alhamdulillah inan baan helay inantii aad bay u fiicnayd shaqada way ku fiicnayd laakiin iyadu waxay jeclayd dad badan u yimaaday la hadli karto u sheekeyn karto hadalkay jeclayd ha dukaankiina meeshu ku yaalay may ahayn meel ay dad badan kusoo gelayaan anuu online baan ku iibin jiray markaana right
Okay.
so inantii waxay tiri walaal marka waxaan karo dukaanka waan xiray for me also leaving and coming back you need that trust right qof aad ku aamini kartid dukaankaaga family one way dadkii jaarkii aan garanayay familygoodii aan garanayay one way dadka dibadda joogana waa waad weydiisan kartaa laakiin waxaad u baahan tahay qof mas-uul right mas-uuliyadda qaadaya I noticed too I don't want to say it but it seems like hablaheena haddaynay jeclayn shaqada ma doonayn inay shaqeeyaan right ama waxay doonayaan shaqo u fudud right and yes waad heli kartaa laakiin at the beginning you need to put that grind right waxaad u baahan tahay inaad like xoog saartid shaqada markaasuu wax kusoo noqonayaa markaasaad ka fadhiisan kartaa right anigoo in badan shaqeeyo socon jiray cariri jiray ayaad imanka alxamdulillah fadhiisan karaa laakiin intaa aan soo shaqeeyey ayay caawisay
marka sidee baad ku bedeshay storekii iyo sida aad hadda u rangareynaysa martaana noo yaro macna
oo dukaanka waan yar xidhnay waxaan doonaynaa insha allah inaan hagaajino dib u furno ha inan baa ii shaqaynaysay oo ii haysay intii oo dhan waxaan xidhnay bishii 5aad sanadkan waxaan u xidhnay anaa in badan maqnaa waxaan soo noqday bishii 4aad hooyadii iyo meel fog baan deganahay it was hard for me at the beginning to go there all the time and at the same time kind of have that comfort that like that store is doing the best that it can
Right.
because
You can't check up on it as often.
exactly right so I think that's kind of what made it hard and why we had to close it with the construction that we're doing right now it being far and also just that comfort of it's doing okay on its own yeah
I think it's pretty amazing though because that forced you into online sales, like fully
yeah
and it's like Somali online. It's not like online sales like www.
yeah
But Somali online seems to be putting in bank. Like that's actually more impressive.
yeah
It's impressive that a business can run just off online.
that's true we have a few girls who are selling the products
Oh, okay.
but we also are doing online selling on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, however way you can contact me, we will send it to you wherever you are. So we send it throughout
explain
Somaliland.
that how you send it to buy the motorcycle or something
Yeah, so one of the best things that came out recently was Nui.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the beginning, with Nui, you can track wherever anything is going. You can pay it at the end, everything is coming through your phone, you have the person's phone number, everything, right? So with that way, I felt comfortable sending my stuff. Also, with the motorcycles, it's 10,000 flat all through Hargeisa.
Whoa. I did not know that.
Yeah. Some will kind of refuse you if they're going too far, but we have a few places that we send from, so it's okay. But yeah, 10,000 flat, which is great.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So we take that payment because it makes it easier on the person, and we get our stuff out farther, right? Because not a lot of people can come to you wherever you are, right? So we have that. Also, whoever is outside of Hargeisa, if you're sending through Bariya Galbed, Ama, Sahel, Yeah, it's like 10,000 as well.
So you just mentioned things that I did not know were so good and tech savvy about Hargeisa.
Yeah.
The fact that you can put your trust into the Daweye through technology, and that the Moto makes it accessible to all your customers.
Yeah, we can get to any place in Hargeisa. All we do is give the person's phone number and their name, and then they will call the person and say, can you explain to me where you are? Because I'm not good with directions. My mind is still, what's your address? Right? Like, علامة Hargeisa waan bartay haddaad ii sheegto Jigjigeer baan deganahay, New Hargeisaan deganahay, Isha Boorame waan kala bartay. Laakiin markaan meeshaa tago ma kala garanayo. Haddayna ahayn meel aan waqti badan joogay aan kala bartay. So Jigjigeer oo kale marka si fiican baan u bartay, Isha Boorame waan yar bartay. So meelahaas oo kale is okay. Waqtigii igu horeysay intaanan Daweye saari jirin alaabta, I used to go and deliver myself. And that's how I learned Hargeisa.
Oh, good.
It was the best.
I was gonna say that was a headache, but at least you got a good lesson out of it.
It's fun. I love driving. It's my favorite thing. Honestly, I used to joke with my parents. I'm like, if this business doesn't work out for me, I'm gonna start Daweye. I'll be that one girl who's driving everybody around, so it'll be okay with my broken Somali. But I love it. Hargeisa, every area that you go to is a whole new world. Jigjigeer is very different from Suq Hose, from Danton. Like when you're in like Masalaha, it's just every place has its beauty.
Own character.
Its own character, exactly. That's the exact word. And I feel like because of that, it was fun for me. I'll have like cousins whenever they come over. I'll be like, okay, I want to explore this new area. And I'm like, okay, sure, let's go. That's why I've been having fun, like going to coffee shops, you know, or I love exploring burger spots. It's a weird thing to be exploring in Somaliland, but burger spots and coffee spots are like that thing that gets me excited about exploring somewhere new.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think that's the best part about the business right now, is that I don't have to necessarily go to these places. Everything is like automatic. I just let a person know the number and the phone number. They will take my stuff to them, and I'm just comfortable at home.
You hacked it. You actually hacked Hargeisa.
I got lucky.
For you to be able to, you didn't get lucky. You worked really hard. There were many years before this.
Thank you.
Yeah, mashallah.
Makeup-kiina lama moodo inaad wax badan marsan tahay.
Masha Allah, qurux badan.
Kan baan aad u jeclahay.
Na waa la yaabay.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring up the elephant in the room. How did you feel even confident to start in a completely bleaching dynamic? Like the whole cosmetic industry for not just East Africa, most of Africa, it's bleaching.
Well, so African Nature started in Toronto, right? And my mom used to work really hard at trying to introduce people to the natural and the beauty of Africa. That's why we call it African Nature.
Okay.
We used to use, like we've spoken about it, using qasil, using shea butter. Shea butter's become a huge thing now.
Yeah.
But back when my mom was starting to really think about what is missing with our community, we were using, what was it called? Pink stuff not pink stuff. There was like that pink oil that we put in the hair.
Pink.
Was it just called
it's
pink?
Called pink.
Yeah.
Salidi.
Things like that just had a really strong scent and had this weird feel, right? So we were really excited and happy about introducing that there. But Canada is a very hard market to get into. We had a lot of buyers, we had a lot of places that we were getting to, but then we really started to think about also, if people can enjoy what is out there and what people are, like, what Africa has to offer, we know that our own people have that, I don't want to say backwards, but it's not the best idea or the best view on beauty and skincare, right? We wanted to bring this simple things to our own people. And that's the thing that really makes me sad. Our people have the most beautiful skin color. We have the most beautiful skin. Like all three of us sitting here together have this slight nuance and tone, and just putting on a little bit of color, a little bit of skincare, and you're just glowing, right? And that's what used to get me so excited. I love the idea of being in love with your own skin. And then when I came here, I had a girl say to me, I'm gonna use this cream once nadifinaya. It broke my heart. I'm like, midabkii ilaahay kugu abuuray, right? Midabkii kugu qurux badnaa ee dibadda dadkii wada doonayaan ayaad iska xoqaysaa, iska meedhaysaa, doonayso inaad iska biisid. You're changing what made you beautiful.
Yeah.
And it may not look beautiful to you now, but it's something that's protecting you. It's something that's making you you. And our people don't have that love. But now people are starting to learn. It's actually a lot of the younger girls, which is amazing. And I think it's probably because of social media.
Yeah.
The young girls are really in love with their skin tone. And so they're asking me about a foundation that's closer to their color. I have still girls who come up to me and say, I want something whiter or lighter than this. But there's still girls, and I get so excited about those girls when they come up to me and say, that's closer to my skin color, that's my skin color.
But you know they are proud of their skin color.
Yes, and it makes me happy. I've also had a few girls where I would show them that their skin color looks better on them when you're doing the makeup than making yourself whiter or lighter.
So you had to go through a bit of training with them, you think? Or they actually, things have changed now? Girls are preferring.
I think, yeah, people are more receptive. They're still apprehensive, and now it's starting to become, that language is starting to become stigmatized, where I'll ask a girl, what's your skincare? What do you do? What do you use? Because I want to give them the best product for them. And so some girls would say, I just use a cream. I'm like, what kind of cream? And then they'll say the name of the product, and I'm like, don't use that. Or maybe try using our product for a little bit, see how that works for you, and then you can go back to it. But just give your skin some rest, right? Make your skin comfortable again. And I think people are becoming, they're starting to love their skin a little bit more. They're more accepting. And I think social media has a huge play in that.
Yeah, lucky for us.
Yeah, we came at a good time.
Yeah. So that one is a turmeric face wash?
Scrub. Yeah.
Cool.
So this one has little beads, and turmeric. And I think what I love about turmeric is that it already gives us this bright look.
Right.
Especially with our kind of yellower golden skin, it automatically makes you brighter looking. And then with the scrub, you're kind of scrubbing off the dead skin, and it also works as a mask. You kind of just leave it on. When it dries, it starts to take out whatever's in the pores and stuff. Yeah.
I want this one. Wait, what do you want to
صح
Oh, face wash.
Yeah.
shea butter كله في عيني لكن the one for the skin I have a shea butter carcass made it.
Yeah.
It's very nice for the skin. Keep body myself.
So this body cream here has shea butter in it, and it has cocoa butter. So it's a really thick cream, and what a lot of girls use it for is the la, so like stretch marks and things like that. And a lot of girls have seen changes. It's not very drastic, and all of our products we never meant it to be a drastic change. Everything kind of takes its own time, at least a month. Try to see if something changes, because our skin is already changing, and it's impossible unless you're using something harsh for something to do that much for you immediately. But yeah, this has a shea butter. It's just a simple cream. My favorite thing though is I have very dry skin. I use this for the whole body.
Oh, okay.
When I take a shower, my skin's a little wet. I put that all over my body. Even with doing my wudu a few times,
Yeah.
Like it won't become white, it won't become dry, especially with the dry air.
Okay.
With the winter it's okay, but when it gets really dry in Hargeisa, you start to see lines and the whiteness and stuff. This helps a lot. And it soaks into your skin, especially when your skin is like wet.
I use the shea butter. That's the only thing that works in the winter.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Yeah, it's a thick, oily cream. It's like a butter.
Butter, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So with our cosmetics, we have more of a focus right now on things that work day and night, for every day, for events, things that are adaptable. So once you have your foundation, your skincare, those are your foundations for anything that you want to do, right? And then the little other things, so we have a blush, we have highlight, we have concealers of different tones. Those are more bringing out specific looks that you want, and we're hoping to go into specific colors. Right now it's a little hard because we are still working on getting our name out there. We're getting known, but it's not, we have specific products that people know us for: the face cream, the serums, the skincare, and the foundation.
Okay.
But with the other stuff, I think once we open our store and people are able to see what's in front of them, it's much easier to stay on trend. We'll be able to bring the colors that people are interested in. Yeah, I think that's what we're waiting for.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks, Suad.
Thank you.
I'm just so inspired by the fact that you started out with like no Somali and you pushed yourself to this limit, and anything is possible. You mentioned something about how the market in Canada was just too hard. It's too hard to break, but it was so easily accessible here. That's kind of inspirational for people to come and do business here.
For sure. I mean, I think a lot of the things that makes it hard for people to do business out there is people think that it's already saturated, which in certain things, yes, it is. You could always push, you could always do great things, but I think it wasn't just that the market was hard, because we did have a bit of a market. It was just, I felt like we were doing more for our people here.
Yeah. That's a much better feeling.
Yeah.
Overall conclusion.
Yeah.
Your products are better here.
I'm hoping that people see what we're trying to do and what we're trying to introduce to our people, because we love, like, I love being Somali. It's that badge of honor that even in Canada, I'm always saying I'm Somali. So being here with my people, I want to be advocating what's best for them and doing what's best for our people. Yeah.
MashaAllah, Suad waxay noo keentay alaabtii laisku qurxinayay oo nooc walba leh, aan ahayn wixii cheap ahay China laga keenay. Alaabtan waa alaab dibadaha North America laga keenay oo aan lahayn bleach iyo waxaas wajiga cadeynaya, laakiin color walba la qof walba colorkiisa.
Okay, wow, la xasnugtay bay yiraahdeen, laakiin this deserves. Come on, guys, comment below if you think this is one of the best natural looks. No more than this, right? In the habit school. There you go.